Selamat sore, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya. Salam kebajikan. Perkenalkan, nama saya Adeline Grace Mariana Litai, SSMPD, dosen tetap Prodi Sastra Inggris, Fakultas Ilmu Budaya, Universitas 17 Agustus 1945, Surabaya. Adapun mata kuliah yang akan saya bawakan dalam video ini adalah mata kuliah Young Adult Literature, yang merupakan mata kuliah wajib program studi sastra Inggris, Fakultas Ilmu Budaya, Untak Surabaya. Mata kuliah ini memberikan kemampuan kepada mahasiswa untuk memahami karakteristik young adult literature, mengidentifikasi dan mendiskusikan elemen dalam young adult literature seperti bahasa, bentuk, dan tema, serta juga mengapresiasi dan menganalisa karya young adult literature berdasarkan teori sastra dan kritik sastra. Untuk itu, terdapat 3 CPL yang hendak dicapai dalam mata kuliah ini sebagai berikut. Pertama, mahasiswa mampu menunjukkan nilai religius, sosial kemanusiaan, serta kebangsaan dan patriotisme di bidang keahliannya secara mandiri dan bertanggung jawab serta menjunjung tinggi nilai etika akademik. Yang kedua, mahasiswa mampu menerapkan pemikiran logis, kritis, sistematis, dan inovatif secara lisan dan tulisan dalam pengambilan keputusan pada konteks akademik dan non-akademik. Dan yang terakhir, mahasiswa mampu menerapkan teori-teori bahasa, sastra, dan budaya untuk menganalisis fenomena kebahasaan, kesastraan, dan kebudayaan. Sejalan dengan ketiga CPL tersebut, maka dirumuskan 2 CPMK dan 4 sub CPMK. CPMK yang pertama adalah mahasiswa mampu menerapkan pemikiran logis, kritis, dan sistematis, baik secara lisan dan tulisan dalam rangka menerapkan pemahaman tentang young adult literature secara mandiri dan bertanggung jawab sesuai dengan etika akademik. Untuk CPMK yang kedua adalah mahasiswa mampu menerapkan konsep-konsep dasar sastra young adult untuk menganalisa kesastraan dalam rangka mengembangkan pemikiran logis, kritis, dan sistematis. Sedangkan keempat sub CPMK-nya adalah sebagai berikut. Yang pertama, sub CPMK pertama dengan bobot 10% adalah mampu menjelaskan karakteristik young adult literature secara kritis pada konteks akademik. Sub CPMK kedua dengan bobot 15% mampu memberi contoh tema-tema yang digunakan dalam young adult literature secara logis dan kritis. Sub CPMK yang ketiga dengan bobot 10% mampu membedakan karakteristik young adult literature dari children literature serta adult literature secara logis dan sistematis. Sedangkan sub CPMK yang terakhir dengan bobot 65% mampu menganalisis karya sastra young adult literature dengan menggunakan teori sastra secara logis dan sistematis. Terdapat 7 bahan kajian untuk mata kuliah ini. Yang pertama, characteristics of young adult literature. Kedua, themes in young adult literature. Ketiga, differences between children literature, young adult literature, and adult literature. Yang keempat, importance of young adult literature in education. Kelima, function of young adult literature. Yang keenam, young adult literature as a literary genre. Dan yang terakhir, critical literary theory in young adult literature. Nah, untuk mata kuliah ini, assessment akan dilaksanakan dalam bentuk presentasi di kelas, tugas akhir, serta tugas mingguan melalui online learning system. Adapun dalam video ini yang akan kami peragakan adalah proses pembelajaran pada pertemuan kedua dari total 16 pertemuan, di mana bahan kajiannya adalah konsep dasar dan karakteristik young adult literature, yang mengacu pada sub CPMK pertama, yaitu mampu menjelaskan karakteristik young adult literature secara kritis pada konteks akademik. Untuk itu, proses pembelajaran akan dilaksanakan dengan metode delivery, interaction, and assessment, di mana assessment akan dilaksanakan melalui online learning system milik Untak Surabaya yang bernama Elitak. Jadi nanti mahasiswa akan mengakses sebuah short story yang telah saya posting di Elitak, lalu menentukan apakah karya sastra ini merupakan sebuah karya sastra yang adult, tentunya dengan menjelaskan alasannya. Sekian penjelasan dari saya ucapkan terima kasih untuk perhatiannya dan selamat menyaksikan. Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, good afternoon everyone. How are you? Okay. Welcome back to our young adult literature class. So today is our second meeting. As you remember, if you still remember last meeting, I showed you my syllabus, what we are going to study for one semester, what kind of assessment you are going to have, or I'm gonna give you, and what kind of assignment you will have for the whole semester. So today we will start with the first part of my syllabus, which is basic concept and characteristics of young adult literature. Okay. So introduction. What do you know about young adult literature? What is it? Anything? Anything? For example, the easiest question, who reads young adult literature?
As I know, young adult literature is basically focuses on 12 until 18 years old.
Yeah, for 12 up to 18 years old readers. Anything else? Very good, Salwa. Dian, maybe? Alia, or the boys, one of the boys. What do you know about young adult literature? What is it? So Salwa has mentioned that the readers, of course, must be young adult, which means they are between 12 to 18 years old. Donna, maybe? Do you want to add something? The basic concepts of young adult literature. Maybe about the plot or the topic or the theme of young adult literature.
As I know, young adult literature has a term for a young adult, like young problems in their life.
Okay.
They make it like a story.
Yeah.
Youngest people.
Okay.
So it can be related to our life.
Very good, Donna. Donna said young adult literature focuses on the problems that young adult face. Like what? Depression. Depression. Okay. Anything else? Puberty. Yeah, puberty. What does someone in puberty age face in his or her daily life? Do you still depression again? yeah, of course. Depression is a common theme. Self-discovery, good. Romance, love story. First love. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Very good, Salwa. Focuses on themes relevant to adolescence and early adulthood. Very good, Donna and everyone. The last one. Often written from the perspective, of course, of a teen protagonist. Of course, the protagonist or the main characters are usually a teen. Okay, next. The purposes of young adult literature. Anyone? There are a lot of purposes of young adult literature. So it's, I think it's absolutely wrong that some people say that young adult literature is not as qualified as the other kinds of literature. It serves a lot of purposes.
One of the purposes probably to give perspective of teenhood. Right?
Perspective of teenhood. Okay, good.
Like
One of
view of how a teenhood could have been.
Okay.
Have a perspective on it.
Yeah, Aksan said, very good, Aksan. One of the purposes of young adult literature is to give the point of view of a teenager. How do they view life? Anything else? Iksan? Maybe? Hilman? Maybe? There are a lot of purposes of young adult literature. Entertaining, of course. All literature has served the purpose of entertaining people, including young adult literature. It serves the purpose of entertaining, but not only entertaining. Anything else? Donna said, entertain the readers, and Aksan said, to give the point of view of a teenager. The others? Giving motivation, good. Teenagers needs motivations, a lot of motivation. Anything else?
Life experiences, ma'am.
Yeah?
Give like life experiences of how a teen is going through something,
Yeah. To give, sorry?
Like personal life experiences. Like
To
a teen
share personal life experiences of a teenager, how she or he faces or deals with the problems in their life. Okay, let's see. Nah, helps young readers understand themselves and the world, of course. And then encourages, give motivation. Very good, Teola. Encourages empathy and emotional growth. Explores real-life issues in accessible ways. Supports identity development and moral reasoning. Depicts different societal institutions. Allows pleasurable reading with characters that are relatable, just like Donna, right? Donna, who mentioned it. Entertain the readers. Okay, very good, people. Helps young adult learn to analyze and understand the deeper meaning in a text. Yeah. So maybe it's too hard or too difficult for a young adult to learn the deeper meaning of a text when it's a more complicated one. But young adult literature offers the text in a simpler way for them to understand. Okay, thank you. The key concepts of a young adult literature. Oops, I opened the first one already. Identity formation. Anything else? There are 5 altogether. Key concepts of young adult literature. What do you know, guys? The first one has been opened. Identity formation. Because they are still at teenage, right? So they are still forming their identity. Anything else?
problem solving, ma'am.
Problem solving. Anyone else? Rama, Akbar. Dian? Okay, let's see. Coming of age themes, ya, puberty. Peer and family relationships. Berantem sama teman yang satu sekolah, ya kan? Relationship with mommy, daddy. Okay. And then social issues and cultural diversity. And the last one, emotional growth and self-discovery. Who mentioned it? Aksan, right? Yeah. Okay. Target audience now. This is the easiest part. Salwa has mentioned it before. Yeah, age 12 to 18 years old. Yeah. It's not impossible that the readers are older or younger, but usually older, yeah, older. So you are not 18 anymore, 12, not 15. So, but how do you feel when you read young adult literature? Do you still get the pleasure, the entertainment? How? Still relate, right? And that it's not useless. There is always something new to learn. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, it appeals to both teens and adults. The special term for this is crossover appeal. Yeah, crossover appeal. So sometimes when we produce something, they can attract readers beyond the target audience. That's what is meant by crossover appeal. Next slide. Main characteristics. It's more or less similar to the key concepts. What is the main characteristic of young adult literature?
The character usually teenage.
Yeah, Aksan. The characters are usually teenagers. Anything else?
Facing problems, probably. Like the teenager trying to like problem solve this problem.
Okay, talks about problem solving of a teenager. Anything else?
Going through midlife crisis.
Gone through life crisis, yeah. Anything else? Alia, main characteristic of young adult literature. Told from the perspective of a teenager. Talks about problem solving. Gone through life crisis. What else? Teola, maybe? Rama? Gian? Yeah. All your answers are correct. Personal growth, yeah, that the one that you mentioned, Aksan. The character undergoes significant development. Relatable themes, relate to teenagers. Identity, belonging, love, conflict, independence, etc. Contemporary setting. Of course, it's either the story is set in a modern environment, or if it's not a modern environment, at least it is a familiar environment, familiar for teenagers. Okay. Do we still have more main characteristic? Yeah. Yeah. Don't give them difficult vocabulary or advanced ones or the old style of English language. It should be simple, clear, and age-appropriate vocabulary. Okay. The narrative voice, first person or close third person's perspective. Do you have any questions so far? We are already near the end of my explanation. Do you have questions so far? Is there anything you would like to ask? Teola? No? Okay. Next. Common themes in young adult literature. We have already mentioned some of them, yeah? Romance, friendship, and loyalty. Can you mention any example of young adult literary work that talks about friendship and loyalty? Ayo, apa? Iya, friendship and loyalty. Yeah? Sorry? Rewrite the stars. Good. What else? Raja? Narnia? Yeah, a lot of literary work talk about friendship and loyalty, yeah. Next, romance, a lot. Twilight, what else, guys? The Fault in Our Stars, so sad. Mental health and trauma, can you mention any? Karya sastra yang adult yang berbicara tentang mental health and trauma. Pernah nggak tentang anak remaja yang dipukuli mamanya sendiri, disiksa? Pernah nggak? Ada. Nanti saya bawakan ya minggu depan. And then bullying and peer pressure. Banyak. Can you mention any? Do you remember any? Salwa? yang dibully karena teman-temannya tuh pada langsing-langsing gitu. Ada ceritanya anak SMP. Anyone? Yeah. Oh yeah, it's okay. You can mention any young adult literary work that you remember. Imperfect. Yeah, correct. Yeah, I watched the movie but I haven't read the novel. Yeah. Okay, social justice and activism. Although it's not the most common one ya for teenagers to read about social justice and activism. Okay, gender and sexuality. Sorry? Call me? Oh, call me by your name. Okay. Thank you, Dian. Next, genres. So there are several genres we can find in young adult literature. For example, romance, sci-fi, fantasy, adventure. Let's see, realistic fiction, fantasy and sci-fi, dystopian, mystery and thriller, yeah, of course, historical fiction. Ya, tiba-tiba ada gadis dari masa kini, anak kuliahan atau anak SMA, tiba-tiba kembali ke masa lalu. Iya, jadi kayak di film Korea banyak ya, guys. Nah, oke. Romance, ya, the most popular one is romance. Examples of young adult books. Now, I believe everyone has one. Would you try? Little Prince. A lot. Divergent. It ends with us. No, she's an adult. Thank you for your trying. Aulia, maybe what young adult books or novels have you read? Yeah? Rewrite the Stars. Did I tell you last week which young adult books that I read and reread many times, and it is made into a movie and I watched the movie 7 times. 7 times. Do you know? Twilight. I watched Twilight 7 times. Greatest Showman. Okay, adults, right? Yeah, in the beginning he's a kid. Hunger Games, yeah. The Fault in Our Stars. Paper Towns. Have you watched Paper Towns?
No.
Okay. The Hate You Give. Eleanor and Park. And Twilight Saga, the one that I read 7 times. Okay. Yeah, it is almost at the end of my explanation why young adult literature matters.
Because it contributes on how many like the audiences would relate it to, like how the perspective of the character shift, like from
Okay.
teenager to adult.
Yeah, there's the perspective of the character shifts from teenagers to adults. Yeah, and then what else? Why does it matter?
Because it makes it
Yeah. So what can it gives or what does it offer to the readers? Why does it matter? So there are differences between young adults who read a lot of literary work and those who do not like to read. So what do the readers get or obtain? The more you read, the more you learn about problem solving. Then what do you get? Perspective? Experience? Okay, let's see. Mirrors teens' experiences, offers hope and validation. We need validation, especially teens, they need validation. Fosters critical thinking. Nah itu tadi dari problem solving itu dapat critical thinking. What else? Promotes reading engagement. Pertamanya masih baca yang gampang-gampang dulu, yang simple-simple, lama-lama jadi suka membaca. Iya, jadi berkembang, bener. Oke. The last but not the least. Conclusion. Young adult literature is a powerful tool for personal and social understanding. And I think we can agree that young adult literature combines entertainment with education and emotional resonance. Ya, entertainment ketemu sama education, sama emotional resonance. Reflects the voices, struggles, and triumphs of youth like you guys. Ya, oke. Thank you so much everyone. Do you have any questions? Questions? Yeah.
You said like young adult readers is 12 until 18, right? But the writer itu harus umur segitu atau?
No, the writers do not. As long as the writers can provide the point of view of a young adult, so it relates to the readers. Thank you, Salwa, for the questions. If you do not have any more questions, guys, I have already posted an assignment for you on our online learning system, Elita. Please check it out, and the deadline of the submission is before midnight tonight. Okay, thank you so much everyone, and see you next week. Thank you.